Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be reviewing Transformers War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Decepticon Soldier. Now that was a lot of words, and this is just a repaint slash retool of the Barricade, which was amongst the first three of the line. As you can see, this is number 8, but in my opinion this is way more worth it. And you can build your army if you really wanted to collect multiple of them, because we saw in the video game there was lots. Short and sweet instructions. I believe it's less than 20 steps for this deluxe class figure, which is awesome. Now in here you can see he's half transformed, which is totally fine. We'll turn him into a full robot mode before we go ahead and go to the vehicle form. So now I just gotta squeeze him out, because I do try not to destroy the cardboard when I open things, but no worries at all. So here we are with his one accessory, which is a blaster rifle. I believe it is actually more of an SMG in the video game, and unlike most of the Studio Series figures, this one you have to actually take off the hand and then put in the gun, which you're about to see. Anyways, to turn it back to robot mode wasn't too difficult. We pretty much just had to separate the legs. And as for articulation, we got the standard 90-degree angles, not too bad. And here you go. Now it sort of looks like his SMG came out of his arm. Pretty cool, but I feel like the execution isn't the best. And don't forget to tab in the back piece there. Big backpack, but overall it's not too bad. I feel like the legs are a little too large for me. But when you put his arm back, he looks pretty decent. You do have to do it at a very specific angle, because it's not a full circle for you to tab that in. There is weapon storage on the back, which is hidden pretty well, so that's bonus points for that. I don't remember if Barricade had that. One other thing that the instructions did point out is that I believe the quote-unquote resting mode for those little side shins here is this way, just to give him a little bit more color and to hide the wheels. Anyways, to transform him, let's start by folding up the feet and then twisting those little side shins and then tabbing it all in. Now it is satisfying to tab these pieces in. And then after that we're going to connect the feet like so. And then we can start putting back the front of the vehicle before we twist it 180 degrees. It doesn't tab in as nicely as I'd like it to, but that's totally fine. As for the hands, you have to open it up from the bottom, twist the hand, and then hide it in there. Relatively standard. And then all you have to do is just tab in the arms. You can sort of move them a little bit downwards, and they do tab in to the side of the vehicle. Now, the first time I did that, as you can see, I did unpin everything, so just be a little careful. It can get a little annoying trying to fix everything, but you'll get used to it the more you do it. Alright, so now that this has been fixed, we really just have one last step, which is to put the backpack up and over in order to hide the top of the body. But I noticed right here that you do have to tab this little piece I'm taking out on top of that. So we'll do a little bit of a backtrack here, take it out, and then we can tab everything in now that it's lined up properly. It is a little bit difficult to tab it in and out, but I think that's just a design of the figure. Now unfortunately that does mean that we'll have to take away a couple points, just because it's a little annoying and things don't super duper tab in properly, but it does roll relatively fine, and the SMG does go in at the top, which is just like in the video game. Pretty cool stuff. It does not fit on the display, unfortunately. Anyways, here's the vehicle form. Now let's go ahead and turn it back into a robot. So we'll start by taking off this top of the car. As I said, a little bit hard to untab. I ended up starting by the backpack, and then just gotta put the arms back in place, and you can start putting the legs back together. And then don't forget to rotate 180 degrees, flip out the feet, rotate the side shins, and then all that's really left is to tab in these little guys and take out his hands. Backpack inserted, and there you go. overall, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 because it's pretty straightforward and easy. Design isn't the best, but it's still a fun figure, and you can build an army out of it. Thanks for watching.